Hello everyone, welcome back. Severed is here, coming back with part 9 of What If Deku Had the Death Note. Now, before anything and everything, well, I will gonna announce that I got into 1000. Hey, yeah, great job, me. And with that out of the way, let's just get right into the video without even a recap. Now, Izuku, after finally sleeping in his house, and the next day waking up in the morning, going into UA, going to his class, sitting down, talking with his friends, and he doesn't see Shinso anywhere because he changed his class into Class 1A after winning the sport festival. After the class ended, Izuku has been called by, well, he sees Shinso in front of him, and Izuku said, "Oh, Shinso, you're here?" How was the life in Class 1A? As Shinso said, it's alright, it's good. There's a lots of people is just, patting me on my back, telling me that I done a great job or something like that. See, I told you that everyone will gonna look up to you. Well, it's not the thing that I want to talk with you about that, the sport festival. Oh, by the way, and also, I need to thank you again. Don't thank me, you need to stop it. It was, our teamwork after all. And you deserve it. You will be a great hero, I'm sure of it. Yeah, that thing. I just want to show you my, hero outfit. Do you want to see it? Oh, they already made it? Yeah, how surprising, really. The general the sport course is really good at their work. They're doing it in like, I don't know, one day? Alright, I would really like to see your outfit. Cool, come with me. As Shinso taking Izuku with him into, well, the support course. Or the support hero course, or whatever they called it. As Shinso said, "Now I'm sure that Mei Hatsume is working on it right," but before he managed to open the door, suddenly the door exploded in front of his face, and, well, Izuku go to see Shinso on the ground, and he said, "Shinso, are you okay?" Yeah, I'm okay. It's just, this is not the first time that this thing exploded in my face." As from the side of the door, Mei Hatsume coming out saying, "Ooh, sorry about that. It seemed that it exploded again." As Izuku said, "Are you Mei Hatsume?" "Yep, I am Mei Hatsume. Nice to meet you." As she holding her hand and said, "You are the friend of Shinso, right? The smart-ass kid that is quirkless, right?" Yeah." "Oh, great to see you here. Shinso told me that he wanted to show you his hero outfit, so I prepared it. Come on, Shinso." As Shinso said, "Just give me a second to put my bones back in their places." God damn it. As Izuku said, "Here, let me help you." As he got hold of Shinso's hand and lifting him up. As they got inside, Shinso going to the changing room, leaving Izuku and Mei Hatsume to talk alone. As Mei Hatsume said, "So, when did you know him?" "Well, we just, met in the class, like any normal person." "Yeah, cool, but I just wonder, how could you possibly be in, how could possibly a quirkless kid get into UA? I mean, I never actually imagined that will gonna happen." As Izuku said, "Well, I got because..." "Because what? Because you're smart? Can I know your ideas? Shinso has gave me a footage out of your, notebook. He told me that he wants his hero outfit to be like this. And when I look into it, I saw such an amazing things. How could you possibly imagine all these great technology?" As Izuku said, "Hey, calm down a little bit. It's just, my ideas to help Shinso. Like that mask on the mouth that's keeping him able to change his voice, that was absolutely brilliant." As Izuku said, "Yeah, I mean, I would have imagined you, think the same way, right?" "Well, to be honest, I didn't imagine that at first, but thanks to you, I managed to build it. And also, the suit, the suit that is, resistant to flames, using some sort of a capturing scarf, and all." As she starts explaining about Izuku, the suit that he just drew for Shinso, and Izuku said, yeah, I understand." As from behind him, Ryuk speak up saying, "This girl is really annoying. Reminding me of Toga." As Izuku said, Shut up, you." As after that, from behind the door, Shinso coming out saying, "So, what do you think?" As Izuku looking at Shinso and said, "Oh, hey there. Yeah, that's absolutely cool, Shinso. Like, look at yourself." As Shinso said, yeah, it still needs some work, but is good. So what do you say? As Izuku said, it's absolutely cool. You look so heroic. As Mei Hatsumi said, and your your mask is still on development. It's not changing your voice right now, but you can still wear it. As Shinso said, thanks. Alright, I'm gonna put it back inside the bag and we will gonna get out of here. As Izuku said, alright. Sorry Shinso, but I will not be able to go with you back into the house today. As Shinso said, why not? Well, I promised my girlfriend that I will gonna go with her today into, somewhere. As Mei Hatsumi said, ooh, you have a girl? What she look like? As Izuku said, I'll keep that to myself. As Shinso said, you didn't tell me that you have a girl. Yeah, it's something, kept it for us sometimes, but, not very long of a time. It's just that I met her from a couple of, 1 week or two. Alright. I'd like to meet her later, but if you really doesn't want to, meet her right now, that's fine. And also, Mr. Aizawa told me that he wants to talk with me a little bit about some things, so it's also that I cannot come with you. Fine then, as Izuku just say goodbye to Shinso, Shinso going with Mr. Aizawa to talk with him about some training, Izuku coming out of UA, and well, before he go very far, someone calling him from behind being Aoyama saying, hey, Izuku? What is it, Aoyama? Don't you see that I'm walking out? Yeah, I just showed the League of Villains the thing that you told me to show them. Yeah, and what does they say? They are agreeing to it, but they want to, well, meet the Reaper. Meet the Reaper. Tell them that he doesn't show his face because they're dangerous. But if they want, he could talk with them. On the phone. Yeah, that will be enough. Fine then. I'm gonna meet you later this night. And I will just gonna give you the number. As Aoyama said alright, and after that Izuku leaving UA, going a little bit far and into one of the alleyways and said, alright Toga, but before he managed to continue, suddenly Toga jumping on him saying, Izu, I missed you so much, where were you? As she starts rubbing her head against his chest, and after that kissing him on his cheek saying, I missed you so much, as Izuku said, yeah. Are you ready? Hey Rem, as Rem said, hey, Midoriya, and also Ryuk. As Ryuk starts chuckling to himself a little bit, and Toga said, alright, let's go. As she starts dragging him out of the alleyway, and Izuku and Toga start walking, while Izuku taking out his phone to look into the screen to see the same guy that wearing the black cloak still walking behind of him, as Izuku said, he's here. Alright. As after that, Toga told Izuku, whispering inside his ear saying, I prepared everything just like you asked from me. Great, as Izuku just kissed her on her cheek. After that, they got inside the bus, the man getting behind of them, sitting on the, well, one chair behind of them, and Toga said to Izuku, I'm so excited for this night. What are you going to, prepare for me as a surprise? As Izuku said, well, you're gonna have to wait and see. It's such a big surprise for you. As, well, Toga said, I love you so much, as she just wrapping her arms around Izuku's hand, arm much more stronger, until everyone getting inside the bus and the driver starts driving. After a couple of seconds or minutes, somebody stand up and putting his gun into the head of the driver saying, don't stop this bus, understand? Or I'm gonna blow your head off into pieces. As the guy said, what the? As he pointed his gun into the other people saying, all of you, stay down or I'm gonna kill each and every single one of you. Put your money on the ground. As after that everyone starts getting scared and the guy behind Izuku starts, saying, damn it, there's a criminal now. As Izuku, looking into Toga and said, just don't freak out. Alright, Toga? As Toga said, alright. As after that, the guy starts going around all of them and said, alright, all of you, put the money in the bag. As after that, everyone starts putting their money inside the bag, until finally the guy getting closer to Izuku. As he said, what's wrong with you, kid? Put the money in the bag. As Izuku just putting his phone and his, well, watch and other things. And after that, the guy looking into Toga to see that she have, a bracelet around her arm and said, or, wrist and said, You, give me that, as Toga said, no, he gave it to me, as he said, well, I don't care, as Izuku said, Toga, give it to him. But, I said, give it. As well, Toga just give it to the guy, and the guy said, great choice, kid. As he just gone through all of them and said, keep driving or I'm gonna kill you. As after that, the guy is just pointing his gun, looking left and right on the people, until Izuku taking a paper out of his pocket, and Toga reading inside of it saying, I will gonna make him come closer to here, and after that I will gonna try to take the gun out of his hand. If anything goes wrong, try to hit him, alright Toga? As the guy behind that's, sitting behind Izuku said, don't try to do this, kid, this is dangerous. As after that Izuku said, and how do you know? How do I make sure that you are not working with him? As the guy getting surprised, and Toga said, Izuku, you can't talk like this with him. As Izuku said, they always do that. They're always acting like they are only one person, but there's actually another guy sitting in the back, in the very back, just waiting. If anything goes wrong, he will just gonna get involved. As Izuku said, so I will repeat my question again. How can I trust you? As the guy said, fine. Here, I'm a police officer, as he just give him his, card, and Izuku look inside of it to see the face, the name of the guy, and his informations, as Izuku said, alright, as he gave the card back into the guy, and Izuku was about to put the paper back inside his pocket, but he just throw it out of, suddenly fall out of his pocket, and Izuku was about to catch it, but the guy seen it and said, oh hey kid, are you sending some papers around the place? Well, I don't know, as he got hold of the paper and look inside of it to read. And at 9 o'clock, I will take Toga into a restaurant. After that, we will gonna go into, somewhere into to enjoy a nice night on the beach. And after that, as he just continue reading some sort of a plan of the night of Izuku, as he said, well, sorry for ruining your night, but here, as he just throw it into Izuku's face, and Izuku got hold of it. As the guy was about to walk past, but suddenly he hear a sound from behind saying, what, are you going to walk away so easily? As he turned around and said, what did you said, kid? What the? As he looked in front of him to see a flying figure, such a disturbing looking creature, as he said, what the hell is this? As he starts shaking, and after that, Izuku said inside his mind, perfect. And after that, the guy starts shooting his gun, and Ryuk just looking down into Izuku saying, inside his mind, this kid is really playing his cards right. He used one of the papers of the Death Note to make this guy see me, making him get scared and being looking like crazy. As after that, the guy starts shooting on Ryuk, going back, and Ryuk starts flying a little bit closer to him, saying, you can't kill me, you idiot. I am death itself. As the guy said, stop the bus! Stop this freaking bus! As the guy just stopped, and the guy coming out of the door, but immediately a car just hit him and killing him in the spot. As the police officer saying, what the? Did he just, as Izuku said, don't look at this Toga, as Toga just hiding behind Izuku's arms saying, this is so scary, please, Izuku, don't let, please, why is this things happening to us? We were just going to have a nice night, as Izuku said, shh, don't worry, our night didn't ruin completely, still, I'm sorry about this, as well. While Toga is hiding behind Izuku's arms, she's just smiling while Izuku is smiling himself, saying inside his mind, now I know who's this guy that's sitting behind of me, a police officer. Cool. As after that, the police just come into the place, the police officer seeing the body, seeing if he's dead, and, well, he's dead. And they just announced this like an accident, because he just got hit by the car and was acting crazy. Maybe he was a psychopath or something. At the end, Izuku just thanks the police officer for his honesty with him, and after that left the place with Toga. After that, Izuku going back into, well, his Toga hideout, to be honest, as he got inside and said, well, that was a success, what do you say? As Toga said, that guy didn't even know what happened to him. He was like all scared and, shocked, and bam, we got his name. As Izuku said, yeah, but now still, the other part of the plan. Have you, got what I told you to get? "Oh, you mean this?" As she just holding a bag of blood, and Izuku said, "Yeah, this. Great job, Toga." As Izuku started petting Toga on her head, and Toga said, "Of course, everything for you, anything." As Izuku said, "Well, I want you," as Izuku starts whispering in her ears, and Toga getting shocked at the beginning, but after that she's just smiling so happy and start jumping in happiness, saying yes, 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 as she just hugging him and starts kissing him rapidly on his face, saying, "I love you so much, you're the best." As Izuku said, alright, just stop doing this already. Sorry, I just so excited. This is so amazing. How did you come up with all these amazing ideas? As Izuku said, it's just, I got used to preparing plans. It's come with time. As Toga said, alright, I'm gonna do that right now. As Toga coming out of the house or the hideout and start, after taking a sip out of the blood that's inside the black blood bag, Izuku decided to go back into his house. Immediately, he got inside, meeting with Baku and his mother as always, and said, "Oh, hey mom, hey Katsuki." "Oh, hey Izuku." "Hello Izuku." "Mom, sorry for getting late, I was just out with my girlfriend." As Baku said, "Wait, your girlfriend?" As Izuku said, "Didn't mom told you already about it?" As, of course, Inko said, "Well, I was thinking that you were gonna get her here and to meet Baku." As Baku said, "Seriously, when did you get a girlfriend?" As Izuku says, I mean, it's seemingly normal. I'm in high school. As after that, Izuku just got into his, basically, and into his room, changing his clothes, sitting on the dinner table with Inko and Baku, and said, "Mom, I need to talk with you about something serious." "What is it, Izuku?" "You know how Baku right now living with us, and, well, our house is kinda small." As Baku said, "Yeah, I doesn't really feel bad about it." As Izuku said, "Mom, I'm gonna leave the house." As Inko said, "Oh, what? What do you mean?" "Well, Toga have her own place, and, well, she's live alone, and she were always asking me to stay with her, so I thought that it might be better, because Baku is always just sleeping on the couch. Maybe he can take my room and I can stay with her. And, well, of course I will gonna come meet you from time to time, and maybe sometime, even take her here to meet you." As after that, Inky said, "But Izuku, don't worry, Mom, I'll always meet you. It's just, I think it's the better thing to do, because, all three of us just living in this small house is not really, taking it out. And I can take, care of myself. I got, a half-time job. I can do it after going out of the school, and, well, I'm just building my life." As after that, Inko said, "Well, I'm so proud of you that you are taking your own choices in life, but are you sure about this?" As Izuku said, "I'm sure about this, 100%. I mean, I'm not just gonna, you know me, I never go out without a plan." As Baku getting a little bit sad, think, Even you are going now." As Izuku said, "Bakugo, I know that lots of bad things happened with you in your life, but I'm still your brother after all, remember?" As Baku getting surprised and said, "What?" "Yeah, don't worry. I will gonna meet you, and after all, we both of us are going to the same school, duh. I mean, it's inevitable for both of us to meet." As Baku said, "Alright, I doesn't want one day to go by without seeing your face, understand? Don't go disappearing all of the sudden." As Izuku said, "Don't worry. I will just gonna collect my things right now, and I will gonna go tomorrow. Alright, Mom?" As Inko just hugging Izuku, saying, "Alright, Izuku, just please take care of yourself." Alright. As Izuku go into his room, collect his things, and well, of course, Ryuk said, "So, you're going to leave?" "Yeah, I'm sick of staying in this stupid house with that asshole Bakugo. And also, staying with Toga will gonna give me a better chance on, community, talking with her, and also to prepare more better plans. And I doesn't have to wear a stupid mask each time that I'm come back into the house acting like all nice and happy, calling Bakugo my brother." As Ryuk said, "Well, no, Can I exactly know what's Toga doing right now while we are talking? As Izuku said, oh, you want to know? Alright. As Izuku starts explaining the plan to, well, Ryuk, and while that happening with Toga, she's just sitting on a bench in the middle of the mall, and right now it's nighttime, and people are just walking back into their houses, and well, she just whispers in some people's ears or just acting like she's whispering until she see the same police officer again. As he walk past her, and after that she stand behind of him saying, "Don't turn around. If you turn around, I will gonna kill you." As the police officer stopped and said, "What the? I am Reaper." As suddenly he getting shocked, and Toga said, "Listen here. I will gonna prove to you that I am Reaper if you really doesn't believe. Look at that guy with the glasses that's swapping the floor right now into your left." As he look into him, and the guy suddenly just fall into the ground and die. As he said, "What the? Did you?" "Yes, I killed him, but don't worry. He's not an innocent people. That guy have hurted a lots of families and also raped about 40 women in the street. He's a person that doesn't deserve life." As after that, immediately the guy said, "Why are you doing this? This is wrong. This is not justice." As the Reaper said, "Well, how about you continue walking forward before I kill you?" As the guy starts to continue walking and walking while Reaper still behind his back. And after that, the guy, well, looking into one of the mirrors, reflecting, being able to, for a split second without, well, turning around to see this Reaper's face. And he see a purple hair, as he said, "What the?" As Reaper said, "Stay, look in front of you, idiot. Or do you want to die? Or maybe kill your wife? Or your little son, Alex?" As the guy even getting more shocked and said, "How did you? I know everything about you, the people that you love, the people that you hate. Now, get inside the train. Understand?" As the guy just get inside the train, and Reaper sit by his side and said, "Now, get hold of this paper." As he got hold of it, and Reaper said, "Now look here. I want you to put all the names of the people that you are working with. Understand?" As he's, getting a little bit start shaking, and Reaper said, "Do you want your son to commit suicide, to burn himself alive? Or maybe, do you want me to make his mother kill herself in front of her own child, making her blood fall into his face?" As the guy started writing the names of all the other police officers inside the paper and said, "Here, I did it. Please stop this." As the Reaper said, "Fine." As well, he just take the paper and he said, "Now get out of the train." As the guy stand up and start walking out of the train, and suddenly, the moment that he put his leg out, he got a shock into his chest and fall onto the ground. As he said, "My chest." What the? As he looked back to see the face of Shinso, the student of Class 1A, the winner of the sport festival, smirking into his face saying, "Sweet dreams, police officer." As the door of the train just closed and the guy just died on the ground. After that, well, Shinso going a little bit back, sitting in the end of the train. And after that, the sludge start coming out of his face, and Toga taking the hoodie off of her head and said, "Plan completed. What do you say, Ram?" Is that was the plan of Midoriya? What is he taking out of this thing now? What did he gain of just showing his face into a dead police officer and writing the names of the police inside this paper? As Toga said, "Izuku is thinking much more ahead of you, Rem. And he's so cute and handsome. I'm just so happy that I'm able to help him." As Toga taking there, looking into the paper and start reading inside the other side of it, and the opposite side, in a place that the police officer couldn't see. He read what it seemed to be a timer of where is those, police officers will gonna be, like, this guy will be in this place at this time, this guy will be in this place at this time, and Toga started reading it and said, "His plan is much more complicated than you could think, Rem." I just want to see how could he possibly right now be happy when he heard that I managed to do this. He will be absolutely happy. As she starts hugging herself, blushing, imagining how the look on Izuku's face when he will be hearing that Toga managed to do it, to do it, and to make his plan go into motion. And while she's going back into the hideout, Izuku, done from explaining the plan to Ryuk, and Ryuk said, and I am the one that thought that you were just gonna make him hold a knife and kill every single student in class 1A. But you are turned out to be much more sadistic than that. As Izuku said, you didn't even saw half of the plan. I still didn't, explain it all, but just to let you know, I'll keep the surprise for the end. While we are talking, Shinso have already gone into his hero agency because after the sports festival they're supposed to go into hero agencies and to work with heroes. Right now, he's very far from the city, and the names that right now Toga should have got of all the police officers, they will be in the same city that Shinso will be in. And that when my plan will gonna go into motion. That when his life will gonna go down into hills, into a roller coaster of pain and suffering. And when that time will gonna come, he will not have any other choice than put his hand in my own hand. And with the help of the League of Villains, no one will be able to ever stop me. But for now, I think I'll just gonna sleep. I told Toga to take care of the killing for tonight. As Ryuk said, well, good night. As Izuku just put his head on his pillow and slept for the night. And this one gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell them what they think about this part and what they think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say then. Severed was here.